Right, good afternoon. Carrying on with this wall hanging project. Now, you'll see at the end of this video, I've come to a bit of a radical decision. I'm going to frame each piece individually. I'm not going to quilt it together. As I say in that video, one, I'm not that good at quilting, and when I laid them on the bed, I'll put a photo in here. They just didn't, I don't know, they just didn't gel well. The 4 little ones, or the 5 little ones did, they were fine, but those big ones that I'd done, yeah, I should have paid a lot more attention to colour. I should have just chosen a couple of colours and stuck to either a nature theme or gone mixed sort of shapes and stuff like that. They look odd together. So again, at the end of the video, I've done a video with them all laid out on my bed. So yeah, they don't they're not looking good, and I have made the decision I'm going to frame each piece. I think also having them framed, and Hobbycraft, again, I say it in the video, but anyway, Hobbycraft have got them going cheap at the moment. I think they're going to be more versatile. I mean, I'll be able to line them up as I want to, or switch them around, or, you know, just have the bunch of 4 in one part and then, you know, the other ones in another. So anyway, decision made. So I've chosen 3 more projects that I want to do in here that I want to play with. I'm going to be starting this one today. This is painted fusible web. I'm not convinced that I can never remember the name of this stuff. Heat and Bond will do what it's supposed to do, because we want the background to crinkle. I don't think it's going to work. I'm going to try it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, I'll have to find something else. I don't have any of the, what did they say, Wonder Under transfer web. I haven't got any of that. So we're going to do some painted fusible web, and we're also going to set this up ready for stitching, ribbon netting. I have done similar before, actually, because I've got some fantastic bits and bobs over there that I want to have a play with, basically. And then the last project that I will be doing out of this book, I mean, I'm not saying I won't be doing the others, but just not with this thing, is collage with fabric. Yeah, does what it says on the tin, really, doesn't it? So yeah, we'll have a go at that as well. But first of all, let's try this. So as I say, I don't have the Wonder Under. I don't think it's going to work, but basically you just slap paint on, and the idea is that the paper at the back gets crinkled. I think this stuff's too thick. That's why I'm saying I don't think it's going to work. You wait until that has dried completely. You then iron it onto a high contrast fabric, and obviously, because it's a double-sided adhesive, even once you've ironed it onto the fabric is now sticky. And then you put on some applique. And one thing that I mustn't forget to do, she said about there's going to be some exposed stickiness, and to use the foil, you know, to get rid of the stickiness. So I mustn't forget that. I will, but I will try not to. So I'm going to try that one. Then I've got the, let me flip to this one. I've got the soluble super sulky. I don't think it's super sulky, but it's a similar thing. So I've got a piece of that. That's double. So I'm going to, as I say, set this one up and just do some. I'm going to do. You see, yeah, you can see it. I'm going to do that, but I've also got. When I did that Van Buck order and I got all those silk scraps, I made a load of bags, and these are some of the glorious pieces that are left over. So I'm going to kind of, I don't know, maybe snip that into a bit of a better triangle and put that on there as well. So they're going to be included too. I just couldn't get rid of these scraps. They're absolutely beautiful. I might even just lay some on there. But anyway, we'll play with that in a minute. Right. I feel quite relieved now I made that decision, because A, I was getting really worried about the quilt inside of it, because I'm a rubbish quilter. And B, as I say, when I started to look at them, I thought, they're not going to match. They're not going to suit each other at all. So, and again, it's my naivety, it's my inexperience, it's me being a donut, wherever you want to phrase it. Yeah, I never even gave it a thought. I was so busy just making each individual piece, I never thought of how they're going to... I don't think this is going to work, because this is solid, and we'll give it a go. I have got loads of this, so I'm not worried if I waste a little bit. I am going to have to tank it down though. Yeah. So I went onto Hobbycraft's website, and they've got quite a few different sizes, which I know I can literally nip down the road and get them. So, you know, it's no big deal. And I think they, again, you'll see in the video at the end, I do show a couple that how they will look when they are framed. So, no, you're supposed to stick your washi tape. I know you're not permanent, but, you know, let's make a bit of effort, can we? Right, well, here goes nothing. Like I say, I don't think it's going to work, but we'll see. Probably shouldn't be taping it down, but... Right, I don't know if this is going to happen. Let us see. Got some water. Oops, sorry, clonk clonk. I've got a rather stiff brush. Yeah, I don't think this is going to happen. Okay, what we'll do is we'll put the paint on, and then I'll put water on the back and crinkle the paper. That sounds like a plan to me anyway. We're going to get a right mess basically, so that's all good. Again, I don't want this to be a solid colour. I haven't chosen a fabric I'm going to iron it onto yet, so that will be coming up. I want to put some black on, I don't know why. Yeah, so there we are. So it's coming to an end rapidly actually, so it's been blooming fun, and I'm not saying I'm not going to do the others, because I will, but at the moment I'm sort of downsizing my life a bit, because it's just got a bit bonkers, quite frankly, with stuff. Yeah, it'd be nice to just, I don't know what the words are really, but are you going to work? So what I could do is turn this over onto a bit of paper. Hold on, I've got too much stuff out. If I flip that over, I know that's going to sink into there, but then I'll quickly whip it back and we can always put some more paint on. Right, I really need you to absorb and crinkle and wrinkle and what have you, because the thinner stuff, it goes right through because it's quite holy, the one they suggested, but because this stuff is quite solid, it's oh, stay still, and the actual sticky bit is really solid. If you don't stay still, you're going to get shouted at. Yeah, so hopefully, come on, wrinkle and crinkle, that's all you got to do. Let's take you off there. Ooh, 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 look at that. Right, we'll keep you, because that's what we do. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work, but it, you know, does it matter if we haven't got crinkles? No, not really. I'm not that bothered. That's fine, as long as we've got some colour on there. So the idea is this will transfer to the piece of fabric I'm going to put it onto, hopefully. It is quite transparent once it's ironed, so who knows? Who knows? You're with me. We are experimenting. We love a bit of experimentation, don't we? Right, what I'm going to do, are you big enough? Yeah. I'm actually going to put it on there. I've literally got no room. Put it on there. put it on my windowsill to dry, and we'll see what we get. It could be a hot mess. It could be absolutely stunning, amazing. Right, should we get the next bit on? I know some of you have bought this book. Have you had a go at this stuff yet? You been playing yet? The other colour I want to do is green. We're inevitably going to get some black on here as well, so never mind. Should have done the water side first, I guess, but I didn't, so there we are. Is that, if you use this heating bot, is that purple lettering meant to disappear? Because every time I've used it, it's never disappeared. So I try and avoid it like the plague. You're going to curl on me, aren't you? I need something. Oh, let's put there. Right, stay. Yeah, it's always there. Oh, why have we got brown coming out? Ooh, that's odd. You little monkey. It's fine. Oh, I didn't get another bit of paper. Let me grab the same one. It'll transfer a bit of black, but it's fine. I love happy accidents like that. Once again, I've stayed like 5 seconds clean. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's been fun, and as I say, there is quite a few in there that I will carry on playing with, and I'll show you those from time to time. But meanwhile, I think I'm going to be a lot happier with just having a piece or pieces that can just hang on the wall, and I can easily accommodate them. I'm totally going to leave that like that. That's the dendritic effect where it pulled off. Right, I'm going to just, sorry, I'm going to just do this without you seeing it. I'm just going to put it on that book. They can both sit there and wiggle and wiggle and do whatever they darn well please. So I'll put them on the windowsill. We should get some weird and wonderful marks. Right, that's the really messy one. See, I love that. That's nice. And there as well. Oh, you can't see. There. Cool. Are you going to sit on the windowsill? Probably not. I'll just move it over here for now. Right. I've only got a tiny room. Right. Okie dokie. Right, I don't need fabric paints anymore, so we can put those away. Right, let me pause you. I'll come back in a sec. Right, we're all tidy. Right, so ribbon netting. I love doing this. I have done very similar, but I'm going to try. Well, as I say, I'm going to chuck in all that stuff. So you need the water soluble stuff. You can get this really easy. I've got a piece here. I think it was like a whole, so I've doubled it over, because what I don't use for what I'm going to make, which is probably another thing to go in a frame, you can use it for, well, anything really, anything at all. Bit of embellishment on bags or whatever you make, you know. It says washable ribbon. Yeah, I mean, as if you're going to put it on something that needs washing. Cotton threads, pins, permanent marker. I'm not sure why you want that. A terry towel would be just to soak it off. So all you do is you lay everything on, you then stitch it on, and then, well, she's done the first layer, and then she does the second layer. Oh, below the set. Oh, okay, right. Hang on. This is different to how I do it. Right. So cut 2 pieces of stabiliser slightly larger than the planned size of your finished project. Cut several pieces of ribbon the length of the stabiliser. Place a ribbon parallel to the edge of one piece of the stabiliser. Sew down the middle of the ribbon with a narrow zigzag backstitch at the ends. Continue spacing them about 1 inch or 2.5 centimetres apart until the stabiliser is covered. The ribbons don't need to be perfectly straight, but draw guidelines on the stabiliser with a permanent marker if you like. I wonder where that came in. You can kind of draw patterns as well if you want. And then you lay the second piece of stabiliser on top of the first and pin it in place. Sew additional ribbons perpendicular to those forming the first layer and backstitch at the ends. Why wouldn't you do both layers at the same time and then sandwich it? I guess it makes it, okay. So soak the piece in warm water to dissolve the stabiliser, and if you feel any stickiness, do it again. Yeah, so you can make a scarf using the netting technique. Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, you can do what you like really. So let's just get placing those, and then I'll have a load of stitching in my future, as you can probably tell. I'm going to do it slightly different because I just do things like that. I'm just going to mark my centre line. So I want everything to be on one side. I find it easier to do it the way I'm going to do it, because that way nothing gets caught under your sewing machine foot. It's probably not the right way. So I've got all these weird and wonderful ribbons. Do you remember we all used to knit scarves and this stuff? So I'm not sure about that one. That tends to really yeah, okay, yeah, because we're doing it on the machine, aren't we? So my machine doesn't particularly like it, but I think if it's sandwiched in between these two layers, it'll be fine. Right, let me just stick you up there out of the way. It always unravels itself. It doesn't matter how many times you try and keep it tidy. I knit quite a few scarves with this. I used to love wearing them. They were just that little bit of warmth around your necks when you sat in the office. God, I sounded old then. Oh, I am old. Right. Okay. Should we do the sparkly one first? Because it obviously wants to play, doesn't it? So let's go this way first of all. So I'm just going to snip it there. I'm not going to worry about straight lines, because I'm intending to stitch all over the thing, so that you you end up with the stitched. I don't think I've got that picture anymore. I did take a picture of something like that a long time ago. I really ought to pay to be on the cloud, because yeah, I keep deleting loads of photos. Right, don't taking yourself for a walk. What the heck? Look at it. Look. Are you even seeing? Can you even see anything? Because it's, you know, it's only one piece of ribbon at the moment. Right, one more piece at the top, and I think that will do for that one. Yeah, look, yeah, off he goes. Weirdo. Right. Okay, that'll do for you. Let's put this one down. I can't get it all in shot. I'm sorry, I'm not really sure what you're seeing or. The stitching takes a long time, but as I say, I'm intending to just sort of squiggle stitch all over it. I'll make sure that everything is caught, but I've also got some weird and wonderful threads that I got from Steph Francis a long time ago. So you just couch those down. It's these ones. Visco Sparkle. Oh, I don't know what that is. It's quite a thick one. Let me, I'll put some of these down, I think. It's quite a nice contrast. Yeah, so get out, just plain knitting wool. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Plain knitting wool can look phenomenal. Phenomenal. Because once all this is washed away, you get the texture back. So, yeah, if you've got a nice variegated knitting yarn or something, or anything, just try it. It's great fun. I really need to save some for going up and down, don't I? So I'll just do some of those over here. Sorry if you can't see, I apologise. Just snipping some bits of that to the right length. Right. Okay. I'm really quite keen to use these scraps here. Let's see what we've got. We need to decide on a right and wrong side. I'm not sure. You can put your orts in here if you've got loads of bits left over, which actually I have got lots. My jar is overflowing, so I'm not doing anything like they say in the book, basically. Okay, so we're getting a little bit full. I don't know if you can see them there. These are all the bits that you snip off the end of your stitching. Different weights, different colours, some stringy bits. Don't know why have I got wool in there? I don't even remember using that. Must have at some point. Some little bits of blue silk ribbon. Again, I don't quite know how I'm going to cut this up, so, you know. And then I'm going to do a load of stuff going this way. Like I say, I'm just going to go crazy stitching all over it. She does hers a lot more regimented. I like the crazy look. because why not? One more of that one. Just in there. Way too long. So you can keep going. You can keep crisscrossing, building it up, making it as thick as you want. When I stitch this, I am going to have to literally, you know, really go for it with the stitching all over, up, down, left, right, you name it, it's got to go everywhere. So just going to put a little bit of this one on there. Right, well, there we are. That's a bit of a hullabaloo, isn't it? But we'll see what it comes out like. Probably not going to have much. Need to put some more on the ends and the corners there, but you get the gist. I'm going to carry on doing this. I'm going to go away and stitch it, and on the end of this video I'll put pictures, or I did a little video as well actually, of me yabbering on about the fact that I'm going to frame them. So I'll see you then. I'll see you on the next one, because that stuff's still soaking wet over there. This all needs stitching, and yeah, I might have some already framed by then, so I'll see you then. Bye. Right, I've been playing around with some ideas. I don't think I'm going to like this when it's quilted together. Sorry, I've just changed my bed, so it's all empty at the minute. And I'm kind of liking, these frames are going really cheap at Hobbycraft at the moment. And that's kind of how I'm really seriously thinking about framing them. Because even Mr. Bug looks nice in a frame. So I'm seriously thinking about framing those four, and these leaves at the back here as well. Sorry, I'm just trying to position that and film at the same time. So yeah, you get the idea. It looks quite nice. They do frames big enough for that one, so I could frame that. But then I'm thinking about maybe that one and another one stitched together to make a wall hanging. I don't know what to do. This one, I'm not happy with the way the bottom bit went, so I think I would be annoyed with myself if I put that. So I'm thinking of, this is a slightly larger frame to the other one, so I'm thinking that makes a nice composition. Yeah, I like that in there. This one, I don't know, thinking about redoing it, I'll be honest with you. And this one, I think these two together in a 12 by 12 frame, you know, like the box frame over there, would look really nice together, stitched together and then put into a frame. So it'll be 4 of those, 5 of those, one really big one, 2 really big ones, and that one looks fine in that. I think the I don't know, I'm just trying to think what sizes they did. I think they do a 30 centimetre square, which that would fit in. I might I might get a 30cm one. Yeah, so basically I don't think I'm going to quilt them together. I'm rubbish at quilting, so not going to lie. And I just think they look better as individual little pieces rather than... I'll put a picture in now. I did take some photos of them laid out in a pattern, if you like. So you see, even that looks nicer. Yeah, I think that could look quite good if I sort of frame it. If I stitch them together and then frame it to size. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. And I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure they do one that is big enough to take that 12.5 by 12.5. I'd probably have to cut the border off that I put on, but that's fine. I think they're going to be easier to display, and yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Right, okay, so I'm going to tidy all this up and we'll get on and do the next square, because I've got another one that I really want to do. Well, there's quite a few that I really want to do. So I might just make them 6x6s. Then if I want to, I can make a real collection of these size, because they're quite small, you know. So anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know. Nothing's set in stone at the moment. I'm not going to go and buy the frames yet. I need to work out what I need and what quantity I need. But I know they're fairly cheap. So this one, I don't know what I'm going to do with this one at all. I like it, but then I don't like it. I don't know. There's something about that one. There always has been. Anyway, right, should we go back to the desk now? See you in a minute.